which one is not going. There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. Revolution McKinnis here, RevMac Live. But the big interview is the focus tonight. It is Wednesday. And if you've been following along, the Wednesday big interview is the big interview of the big interviews. So I am super excited, honored, and just humbled to be with a great friend and a hell of a musician, Kris Angelis. And yay, hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, of course. How is it because it's kind of cold. How is it in California right now?
Oh, it was 80 something degrees today.
Oh, shucks.
It's warm. Yeah.
That is nice. We did have a couple of warm days here, but I always like to know the California weather because my dream is to live in California, and I'm going to dream hard until that happens. So,
I mean, it's generally pretty great.
Yeah.
In Northern California, it gets cold during the summer, weirdly.
Oh, really? Like something to
yeah.
do with the winds,
Like the marine layer
probably.
And stuff.
Mhm.
June gloom. One of my favorite quotes, and it might be the wrong person that I'm saying, but I think it's like a, oh my God, I'm blanking on the person now. It might be wrong, but anyway, there's a quote that I think is like I don't know. But the quote is, the coldest winter I ever spent was my summer in San Francisco.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well, you get up to Northern California quite a bit, though, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's did you just do didn't you just do like an outdoor cafe thing up there?
I played at a winery outdoors, which was nice. It was nice to play and have the audience actually clap afterwards. Like it was cool.
Right. Was that really weird? It had been a while, huh?
Yeah, it was really nice. To be honest, it wasn't like this amazing like otherworldly experience or anything. Mm-hmm. But that's because we're still kind of easing our way into things. Everyone's still wearing masks and it's distanced and whatever. I'm sure like once I'm, playing at the hotel cafe again with like a bunch of people there and we're all hugging each other, that'll be magnificent.
Yeah. That will be magnificent. I was just on my phone with my daughter a little while ago, and she just got her second shot. So she will be like fully vaccinated by not this weekend, but the weekend after. So we are all getting to freaking together in the apartment. You know what I mean? Just like we don't care even if it's nice outside. We're gonna be inside together for a little bit of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so exciting to be able to be with. I want to be with everybody, but at least we can be with vaccinated friends and family when it's possible. So
yeah, I'm excited for just to even because I have a yard and we usually do, or we often used to do running charades like games.
Mm-hmm.
Big nerd, whatever. But
I'm shocked.
all of my theater actor friends, we get together and we play charades in a like highly competitive way.
Competitive trades. All right, I like that. Yeah.
And I miss it so much. And I'm like, everyone get your shots and come on over and we're gonna do it.
Well, that I have to say that with all the friends I'm meeting in LA, especially with like Darian being in Atlanta, and actually Darian and I on the down low are working on a music video with somebody, and I think they're going to have to go to Atlanta. We'll all have to go to Atlanta to shoot it, but I'm trying to make it so we all have to come to LA. Then we can see cool people like you too. So we will get a trip to LA at some point. There's no way we're not going to. So I'm looking forward to maybe some charades in the backyard, but I don't take me down physically or anything. So
I mean, it happens. I'm not joking.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I know. Kris, I know your intensity. I know your intensity. I once referred to you as laser focused, and then I referred to you as the laser would feel unfocused compared to you. So you are an amazing business person and an
Wow.
amazing person who is so focused on her dream. It is inspirational. So
Well,
I
thank
love
you.
getting to hang out with you a lot.
Yeah.
How about we kick some butt here and play a song?
Okay.
Because we have a whole album to support that has 7 songs on it, and they are all. I have to say I'm privy now to kind of be on the outside of the inside here, meaning that I may or may not have heard the whole album. I don't know. It's possible. But I can tell you it's awesome. So take that for what you want. But yes, you are muted. You're tuning your guitar, I bet. Yeah. Um, and it's like the fastest tune around in history. She just like beep bop boop and she does it. So I don't even know what the strings are called. I mean, maybe they're made out of cat gut, maybe they're not. I have no idea. I think it has a neck and some kind of body. Her dog has fleas, John. I think she has cats. Um, Tomorrow I got mines. Hey Willie. Hey Joy. John Ardmore. Hey buddy. Bo Adams is here. William is here. William's going to throw up the appropriate video, the appropriate link to purchase. But while we've got that up here, let's pay a couple of bills while she's finishing tuning this thing up here. This is Hannah. I'm Revolution. This is Kris. Wow, I just disappeared for a second. And I'm back. Tonight, it would be awesome if you gave us awards, but it would be awesome if you sponsored Kris or I the traditional way on the platform, but take all the money that you got, so I'm specifically talking to you, Mr. Gates. I know you watch the show, haha, and buy some albums. We're going to tell you how to do that after this song. So, what are we doing?
This one's called 20 Miles to Empty.
Ooh, all right. I have heard this song the other day, and I know it's about one thing, but it's about a much deeper thing. So enjoy it.
20 miles empty and I got 50 miles to go. Afraid I'm going nowhere down this one-way road. My wheels keep on spinning, my soul keeps on singing these words. Oh, even when it's static on the radio, it's a harsh and lonely sound. I've come too far to give it up, turn back now. I was born to gamble, question and to ramble. I don't have much, but I've got soul. I don't have much, but I've got soul. And even when it feels like my whole train is off the tracks, I know my heart's been stolen and I might not get it back. I'll always have a song to sing, a stubborn will to get me through the night. Get me through the night. Da, 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 da. The sunset through the windshield, it almost makes me blind. Reminds me of this feeling that I'm running out of time. With all the world a glitter, even when it's tasting bitter, I know I got more to share. They took everything I had, but they can't take this from me. The best things in a lifetime don't take out, they're not free. I can feel it coming, I'm fighting, I'm not running. I don't have much, I've got some. I don't have much, but I've got soul. Even when it feels like my whole train is off the tracks, I know my heart's been stolen and I might not get it back. I'll always have a song to sing, stubborn will to get me through the night. Get me through the night. Da 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 da. house empty and I got 50 miles to go. But I know somehow I'm gonna make it home.
Wow. I was trying quickly and I couldn't pull it together to get a like an applause track that I could at least play. I need to do that, like, because I know it's got to feel weird to not hear the applause we were just talking about. But holy crap, Kris! If I could like applaud for 50,000 people, I would.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. What is the what is the most fun about writing a song?
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting question. What is the most fun? I guess it's getting to say the things that you might not get to actually say to someone.
Mm.
Um,
Both in a good way and a bad way, maybe
yeah,
sometimes.
getting all of those feelings and thoughts and things that you kind of want to say to someone out. Um, yeah, I think that is the most fun.
I actually, because of all the talking we've been doing over the last 3 weeks, I just thought of this like internal rap battle between two lovers that are both writers and singers. You know what I mean? Like they get up in the morning and make a great music video. Like they get up and duel every morning, whether they had a good night or a bad night. You know, like singing this song, "How Much You Suck" or "How Much I Love You" the next day. That'd be hilarious.
I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it happens.
Yeah.
I But hey, I just want to give you guys an update because I haven't gotten the chance to update the website yet.
Woo-hoo.
But our total for the pre-orders, which is we have what 24 plus 28 hours to get 333 more pre-orders. We're at 1667 now. So yeah, if you haven't pre-ordered, it's only $3.99 on iTunes. It's $5 on my website. If you want to get bundles, you can get CDs. You can get tickets to the full band show where my twin sister is going to sing harmonies with me. It's going to be really fun. You can get T-shirts, vinyls, all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out.
And I have to say, with Kris as my advertising partner, friend, and amazing musician, I'm going to qualify, I think, for the vinyl bundle. We're going to be really close. And I'm super excited about that because my daughter would love that. And I'm already promised to buy one of the vinyls. So that means I have a gift for somebody for Christmas, that has loves vinyl and I think will love your music. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. I do want to say if you go after the vinyl package or one of the packages where you get something physical like a note from Kris, those things, can be nice gifts. You'll be getting gifts in the summertime. So be smart. Don't get a last minute gift like me at Walgreens, but get a vinyl disc and be able to give that to somebody you care about. Because look, sharing Kris's music is a beautiful thing, and that's the other thing, folks. If you've got email addresses and you got a few minutes and you have friends, let your friends know how much you love this musician and how much you would love for them to experience her music. So have them buy an album.
Yeah. And even, I encourage you to pre-order, yes. But if you really can't, or you can't convince anyone, someone else to, pre-saving on Spotify is also great and it's free. It doesn't help with the charts, but it helps with Spotify getting on playlists and stuff. So that's also good. So do both if you can, and one if you can.
Or all,
yeah,
there are
all the
plenty of people that can do all, especially all of you, and I say this in the most loving and inclusive way, because I would have to include myself in terms of like any data geeks, white hat hackers, hell, black hat hackers. I don't care, what you do on the side. You know what I mean? Get out there and buy the album because you can sit there and push the button 10 times because you do that all day long. So push it 10 more times, buy 10 more copies of the album, and let's get that to 2,000. And that we're not going to stop. Obviously, we got to keep going. We got to keep going beyond that. Are you going to be able to, because of things are getting better? Do you think you're going to be able to support the album maybe better than you thought you would because, things are opening up out west out there a little bit?
Maybe. I don't know, because I was doing some research earlier about touring, and I'm just trying to get on to maybe opening for someone else, because touring is going to be, yeah. This pandemic has done a number on the music industry. Shutting
Hmm.
everything down. It was the first thing to shut down. It's probably going to be the last thing to really open back up. But also because no one has been able to tour, everyone is trying to book places now. So it's just really
Oh, so it's
hard
gonna like be.
to even get gigs
Oh,
once it
holy crap!
opens.
I hadn't thought about that.
So
Well,
I'm trying to like hop on some other tours or whatever, but I was just doing some research and
yeah.
like none of the people I looked up even have dates on the calendar yet. So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
really know, but I'm optimistic about the possibilities.
Well, I hear hopefully they're going to have a really big music fest in Sheboygan, maybe. you know, just being fun there. I think that's in Wisconsin. Um, but yeah, the traditional thing would be to go out there and support the record with a tour. I guess everybody things that I think people can do that can make this a much more enjoyable experience for the average musician. Um, in terms of the average musician knowing everything that you know about wanting to be a musician, do you think would you encourage people to that are sitting there, they're 15 maybe and wondering, I want to be a really cool singer? You think it's worth the work?
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you love it, you kind of can't not do it. Here's the
Hmm.
thing, and this is actually something that my drama teacher told me that I thought was great and true. He said, "If you want to do anything else, do that." Cuz it's
I get
not
that.
a forgiving thing. It's really hard,
Hmm.
but it is also very rewarding, and if it's what you like have to do, then do it. And it can be
Right.
really awesome. Um, but if you like don't want to eat, breathe, and sleep and suffer for it, not that I'm saying you have to suffer. I'm not like trying to glorify like starving musicians or anything, but
Right.
it takes a lot. You're not gonna just like show up one day and like be a star. Not everyone's Billie Eilish, but not to say that she's not incredibly talented.
Oh
But
yeah, she is.
like, yeah, you have to be in it for the long haul. But it's great.
I think that's really good advice because I think it can be hard when you have a commitment to something that is so powerful in your life, especially when other people can't understand. So I've been having a little bit of this inside baseball now, folks, like inside therapy. There are at least like three people now that we are going around because I don't even know anymore if my therapist can understand me because she doesn't understand the entertainment business. Like, I think I'm going to need to get a therapist that's actually been like a musician or a host or something, you know what I mean, that can get it because it's kind of a crazy business. And
Yeah.
when you start talking about like, well, I'm going to achieve this and I'm going to achieve that and I'm doing that, and people are like, well, why? Or you no, you can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to hear that I can't do it because I know I can. So I would say this to the upcoming musician or actor or performer: go for it because the family you will build, the people that you will grow to love, amazing. I mean,
Hmm.
just that. And I've been in and out of the entertainment world my adult my whole adult life, and actually even when I was a kid there were a couple of commercials that were done. So it's just a beautiful group and family, and everybody pitches in. So yeah, do it. Be a musician. My daughter's been accepted to a university in Midtown Manhattan. I'm terrified because she's 18 years old and going to be going to school in New York City, but I'm so proud of her. And she's, going into the arts. And yes, it would have been nice if she were a doctor or a lawyer or I don't know, even a dentist, but she's got her mind on a career in the arts, and I'm 100% all for it. So,
Yeah. It's good. It's very, very, very beneficial and awesome when you have family that supports you, which I have had. I'm lucky to have. So that matters too. So well done for supporting her.
yeah, well, thank you. And I know I just got to see a film that your sister made as a bonus film, which was what is it? Burying Amber? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was shot like at your parents' former like farm or something, and so it was just nice to see family participating in that. What was that last song? It was a little bit. Give us the backstory on that song just a little bit.
Behind which one?
The one we just sang, the one you just sang.
Oh, 20 Miles to Empty.
Yeah.
So that song is came out of some experiences where I was, basically running on empty, running on fumes as I was driving someplace, like literally, and started thinking of that as an like a metaphor for how I felt in life sometimes, about feeling like you're spinning your wheels, which is a common metaphor, and feeling like, oh, I just feel like I'm running on fumes, like things aren't going the way I thought they were, they're going really slowly, or I feel like, I'm stalled out. But feeling like, well, I'm in it. I can't turn back. I'm not gonna give up. So I'm just gonna keep going and think I'm gonna get there on fumes, and it's gonna be worth it. Hopefully,
it'll be all right.
Yeah,
I know. I have that common belief in myself too. I think somebody told me this a long time ago. I wish I knew who I could give credit to, but it's like, just remember this: on those worst of days, you made it yesterday. You'll make it the next day. You know what I mean? You find a way through it. It may not be what you think it's going to be, but you find a way through. So give yourself the confidence to do that. And I think it's great to be able to write a song about it, because then I could at least reinforce it with myself. Look, you even wrote about it.
Yeah.
You believe it. You believe it.
I mean, that's what
yourself.
that was kind of what I did. I was feeling pretty down about, where I was in my life at that moment. And that's what that song was about. It was like getting the sort of frustration out, but then trying to reinforce the idea that, like, hey, no, I'm still doing this. I have grit. I'm gonna, I don't have much, but I got soul. Like, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get there. And yeah, singing a song to yourself is a great reason to write a song.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people think I have an ego, so I guess my first love song would probably be to myself. I'm only kidding. Come on now, I'm not that. All right, let's look in the comments here real quick. And Chris, wait a minute. Who was that? Where did it go? I want to see that one. Who said? Oh, I can't quite grab the context, but Chris is on message. You're damn right, John Oddmore. She's going to be on message all the time. She has got her focus, and we love her focus. Breezy says, "Hi, Chris," from YouTube.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Breezy.
Oh, someone's asking about my hair. I did dye it purple. Maybe you missed it. It wasn't like I didn't bleach my hair. And
yeah, no, not for $5 an album.
Yeah, I did. I did dye it. It's just it didn't come out as purple as I thought it would, and it's also the kind that washes out every time. Like, it washes out over a couple of weeks, so it's probably not much in there anymore. Yeah, but I did dye it, and I was thinking, like, maybe if we get to 2000, maybe I'll bleach just the ends or something and make them purple.
Ooh, that would be cool. If we get to 2000, this stuff is temporary, right? That you're talking about? Like, how long does it last?
Oh, well, if I bleach my hair, it'll last.
For a long time. But no, the other stuff that you used.
The other stuff lasts like a couple weeks.
Ooh, that's a long time. I was thinking like a few days, I might, do a purple beard, but I don't know, a few weeks. I might shave it before. But I tell you what, if we get to 2000, I will do something with my beard that other than shave it, because I've had hair in my face for like the last 40 years or something. But okay, cool. You're going to bleach the tips. I like that.
Maybe.
Really
and then dye them purple?
Yeah, I think that's neat. I think that's really neat. What is it like kind of being your own manager, distributor, producer, all of those things? Like, what did anything ever kind of prepare you to do that in life?
Did anything prepare me to do that? Other than just living it and needing to do it? No.
Like at least having a lemonade stand with your sister?
Oh, yeah, I did that. Actually, when my sister and I were young, we wanted to go on a trip, and our parents were like, well, you have to raise the money for it. And so we like collected cans, and recycling, and did all that. And we also, our parents paid us to do like $1 a load for laundry, like, stuff like that. And we did, we raised money, and we were able to go to New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I think we were about 13 when we did that.
Well, that is like the perfect time to go to New York too, because you're old enough that you're going to remember it. You're old enough to kind of feel yourself defined a little culturally based on where you are, and then you go see someplace radically different. I moved to New York when I was 12, so that's how I know how really cool it is to be that age. And there's a big part of why my daughter is going to school in New York City is because of her mother and my love of New York City. We've talked about New York City her whole life. We've taken her there several times. And so we kind of ingrained it in there that New York City was going to be her thing. So,
yeah. So what school is she going to?
It's called Pace University. And it's like in Midtown, right in the heart of Manhattan. And she's going to be living in dorms in Manhattan. And this is going to be great because I have an excuse to go to New York now a couple of times a year, probably. And I love New York City.
Great.
I've never been, other than Mexico, I've never been anywhere else in the world. So New York City is probably my favorite place on the planet. I mean, I want to live in LA, but I love New York. So, yeah. So what are we going to sing next?
Let's see. I'm going to do.
Hi, Lauren.
I just wanted to make sure I update my numbers,
because
people are buying them. But I'll sing another song and then tell you.
All right. Keep us in suspense.
So this song, to keep it a little bit upbeat for now, is called I'd Give Anything. When I was younger and didn't know what life was, said my only purpose was to be your love. I said it like a bad thing, 'cause I wanted more. Now I give anything to be that poor. But when you would hold me, never felt alone. I wanted to be high, little did I know. The view from up here now gives me vertigo. And I give anything to be that low. Time just keeps on rolling by like thunder. To slow it down, well, that's a clever trick. I'm just trying to break the spell I'm under, hoping maybe this time it'll stick. I started a fire and I let it burn, always trying to get somewhere, waiting for my turn. Just wanted to get through it, now it's turned to ash, and I give anything to get that back. Time just keeps on rolling by like thunder. You can slow it down, well, that's a clever trick. I'm just trying to break the spell I'm under. Wow. Hoping maybe this time it'll stick. Time just keeps on rolling by like thunder. Lightning strikes, you better catch it quick. I'm just trying to break the spell I'm under, hoping maybe this time it'll stick. When I was younger, didn't didn't know what life was. Said my only purpose was to be your love. I said it like a bad thing, 'cause I wanted more. Now I give anything to be that poor.
Multiply that by 1,000, and the do you remember how long it took you to write that song? Did that stick around in your head for a long time, or did that one just come right
That
out?
one just kind of came to me.
Yeah.
It's one of those magical ones where I think I had maybe sort of had the idea of the concept in my mind for a little bit, but it just kind of came to me all at once, like that. The first verse was like I sang it, which
Oh, wow.
normally the lyrics come first, and then I have to figure out the melody. But like that was all sort of at once, and then I just figured out the rest in the next couple of days.
I don't know. I like the theme of early in your life. The like the first songs that you started to write. Did you? I mean, you certainly had. Like we didn't have. I guess we had encyclopedias or something. But I mean, that developing an understanding of how a song is written and learning that form. Did that all just kind of come naturally, or did you have to work for it?
Oh, I mean, just from listening to songs, I didn't like sit down with a book or like how to write a song. I just liked songs and I just tried to write them. Um, and what sort of happened in that instance is that sometimes I do things that are not exactly normal, where I'll have like a 3/8 bar in the middle of a song. Like it's like I do whatever just I feel, and sometimes it's not exactly
Conventional.
right. And luckily, people are like, "Well, that's cool." like, like someone in my early days of writing was like, "Oh, you do such like cool, weird stuff. Like, how are you so good at that?" I was like, "It's just because I don't know what I'm doing." He's like, "Well, it's working for you."
Just I don't know.
Yeah.
Or 4, 3. I have no idea. Let's just throw something in there.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
that's good though. But I think that's. I mean, I think that's a magical accident. Like, I mean, it is. I mean, look, you can definitely say I don't know, but I think that the intuitive part of us, does know a little bit, right? That you did do that instead of something different. So um, I think that's kind of fun. And when I was in film school, but one of my professors was like, "Look, I'm not telling you to break the rules." He's like, "But first you got to understand them, before you even know what to break." So I like that idea of just being yourself and doing music the way you do it. And if people like it, they will find you, and people definitely like it. And there's lots of people out there that have found you. And what we really need is just um, one more person to find you that I don't know works. I don't even know who's around anymore. RCA. I don't know what the Def Jam. I don't care who the label is, but let's get this person out there and signed and on the road, because we're friends. So I probably could go backstage a couple times and maybe shoot some exclusive video and stuff like that. So let's get her on tour, because I love to tour with my friends. If they let me. What's it like to sing with your sister together?
oh,
That's
I
coming
love
up,
it.
right, on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. I love singing with my sister. That's how I learned harmonies. Actually, because my sister was just for whatever reason, just sort of naturally understands harmonies. When we
Mm.
were first starting to sing together, she was always the one who just knew what to do. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, teach me. So that's maybe how I became the lead singer. And um, but I can do it now. But it's really fun because harmonies are great, and
Hmm.
I like being around my sister, and it just
Sisters are
makes
great.
everything just makes me feel better.
Yeah. The makes you feel better. That's nice. I think that it's a pretty it's a pretty fun feeling to do what you love, and that it can make you feel nice. That is really really fun. The how do we see you on Friday? What do we have to do?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you can buy tickets at the link in my bio just directly, or this is the even better way, is instead of paying $12 plus whatever fees are on the website, you could just buy two of my pre-orders if you just want to get that, or if you want to get a CD and a handwritten note card from me and the tickets, all for just $25 or even less, $23.99 if you get one of them on iTunes. Then you just have to buy 5 pre-orders, and you get all of that for way less than it would be generally to go to a show, even. And you can
Yes,
get a
way
CD,
less.
and it's a better deal than if you try to buy the tickets on the website. And then it also helps with the chart position for the album, and it's just win, win, win.
Win 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 win. You get to see a couple of fantastic performers up on the stage. Plus, you've got a band supporting you too, right?
Yes, I have a piano player, cellist, and drummer, and then my sister singing.
Oh, nice. Well, that'll be really fun. So that's probably the closest thing to a full gig you've had in a while, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did one of these. It's a live stream show, so if anyone's worried, you can come because it's live streamed.
Mhm.
The last one I did like this was in October. At the Hotel Cafe live stream. So
That
band.
yeah, that you did. You guys did a rehearsal too. I think I saw you. You actually broadcast it, didn't you?
They broadcast the rehearsal that we had on Monday. Yeah, a little bit of it.
Yeah, that looked like it was pretty fun. It looked like it was a nice day.
I mean, I hope we sounded okay. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell because of
Oh,
like there's no mixing involved,
hmm,
so I can't hear. It just doesn't sound.
you're not hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you there. I'm no musician, but I've mic'd enough musicians and done enough, front of house and monitor mixes, and I'm not really good at it, but just stuck in situations where I've had to know what it would be like to not have the mix. Thank you, Darko Mitmerick, I think, for the Appreciate You Award.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. We certainly appreciate you, and for just $4.50 more now, you can get the album. So please consider doing that. And I think I want just the past, I don't know, Kris, when did I knock on your digital door? 3 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah.
And and just sweep myself into your life like
Good.
uninvited, like,
Good.
hey, I'm just gonna fly in here and do what I can, and I think at the moment that I was so timidly hoping that you might come on my show, I think I, in a burst of some kind of defensive energy, I like I'm going to be here because I've got some things I can do, and I'm so happy I did. I've had
Well, I
so much
appreciate all
fun.
your help.
Yeah, well, I've had so much fun getting to know you and just learning a lot of things about live streaming and all of this that goes on. I mean, I don't think most of you might realize that what Kris is doing is pretty unique and a pretty powerful way to get the music out there. So support her so that she can continue to grow this, because I've got we talk about this on my program a lot. There are working professionals out there that make good money and have great careers and enjoy their life. So not everybody has to be signed by Billy somebody's record label. You can make a good living doing this, and Kris is somebody that they're working professional musicians. So we got to support folks like that. Have you written a song together with your sister? Have you guys ever written a song?
Yeah, we have. I could play it for you. I haven't played it in a really long time, so it might be a disaster, but you want me to try?
Of course, we always want you to try.
I have not played this song in so long, like it might really be a disaster. I haven't, like, oh my gosh. I don't know why I offered to do this, but
Well, we could do something,
well, just a second. I want to try
All
it
right.
just for my
Okay.
those
Well,
are fun, but
you
just that's
you refresh your brain for just a second, and William just put the pre-order up there, and you can scroll back through and you can see the I'd Give Anything CD, I mean, video. Um, there's the Meet You in Our Dreams video that's out there. You just should look at these things. They are amazing. They are so well done, and you'll have so much fun watching them. And you can get a little glimpse of the songs and then order the album. So it is a really fun thing to do. The pre-order sales are a really fun thing because it's so different that we have to deliver these things digitally. There used to be so much fun you could do with vinyl and all of these different things back in the day, and I was really excited to realize that Kris was having vinyl pressed and that there was vinyl going to be available, because it's made that fun resurgence back here to vinyl. And in fact, vinyl had been gone so long that we were having a discussion the other day with somebody, and we were talking about 45s, and they're called records, and they're small little one song on each song kind of records. So looks like maybe we're making some progress. Molly B from Pittsburgh. Hello, Molly B. Welcome. The other thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to actually pay a couple of bills here too. Make sure you're following everybody in the chat. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you're following Kris. Share out to everybody this program right now, if you could. If you could hit the share button out there, share it with your friends. Get your friends to sign up. Two halves. We have a thriving musical community here, and we want to support all of our musician friends 100% whenever we possibly can. And you can actually, not tonight, but on another night, you can support us with signing up as a sponsor. But tonight, I want all of your dollars to go to this fantastic album. How are we doing there, Kris? Are we putting it together? Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I can stumble through it. I just found the lyrics. Let's try it. Oh my god. Okay.
Did you have find them on a computer? Or did you Google yourself?
I found them on the internet.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Awesome.
Okay. So this is a song that I wrote with my sister called Chase Me. Say, strength. I'm gonna need my heart. Can't keep waiting for this to start. I'm so lost, trying to read your mind. So I'm leaving you behind. Hope you catch me right in time. I'm tired of reaching out, tired of all the doubt, jumping in with no one there to catch me. I'm sick of all the steps, fed up with regret. I just want someone who won't forget me. I'm spending all my. Shit, come on. I'm tired of reaching out, tired of all the doubt, jumping in with no one there to catch me. I'm sick of all the steps, fed up with regret. I just want someone who won't forget me. I'm spending all my time running circles in my mind, but I know that I have a chance worth taking. So I'm letting go, hoping that you'll know that it's your turn to chase me. I mean, that's part of it.
Well, hey, you know what that did for me was with your, I would never say anything you did was a failure, Kris. And so I'm going to make some lemonade out of this, which is this, because that was fun. But I have a decent voice. You know what I mean? Like I can sing, but I can't keep time very well. So when a song will start, it's going to start in 4 more beats. I'm going where's it going to go? And so that, though, I don't feel so bad now because, I know a lot of people obviously naturally can do that. But what that is telling me is I could probably practice and figure it out, because even you, who wrote a song with your sister and I know you've got hundreds of songs in your head, that you have to practice, it makes me feel like, oh, humans can do this too, not just Angelis's, wherever planet you guys are from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat, actually, to see that music is work. This is work. You work your butt off, I'm sure, for this.
Well, it is funny to just not know your own songs because you haven't played them in so long. I actually, one of my favorite memories is like um my I hesitate to tell this story because it's a fun story, but I always worry that I sound like I'm name dropping. But I used to
Name
be
drop
like
away.
friends with the Brandy Carlisle band, and at one point I was friends, but I was also a big fan, and I was just like listening to their music all the time. And at one point, they called me and were like, "Hey, Kris, what's the lyric to this song?" Because someone had requested that they play a specific song that hadn't played in a while at their show, and they had to call me to ask what the lyrics were.
The friend slash super fan.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good story. That's a fun story. Yeah, now I got to memorize everybody's lyrics in case somebody needs to know. That's really
Yeah.
cute.
Well,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Oh no, I just know that I think Will helped me out with that the other day. He helped me out with the lyrics to my own song. So that was nice.
That is good. What is it like? What is it? I guess there's so much, because obviously we've been talking a lot about your album and everything, and we haven't had a lot of chance to talk about other things. What is it like to have a friend that move up a couple of notches? Like, it's got to be very fun. Got to be very fun to watch. But I would think, for me, um, I think it might be a little hard too. So, you don't have to, you could get as open about this as you want, but I think, I think it's pretty cool that you even know people that you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how you process that. Like, I had a friend that we used to run around and do stuff with, and now it's hard to get a hold of them because somebody else has control of their phone number or something,
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I used to be able to reach out to Brandy, and I had her phone number and her email address, and now I don't hear from her because it's her
Somebody else
people are
is
taking care of that. She doesn't look at that stuff. And
right. Yeah.
but yeah, both things. It's been super awesome, very very exciting, super proud of them. And yeah, it's really really fun. But yeah, there definitely are moments of like, oh man, if you they say comparison is the thief of joy. Like
Right.
if I look a little too close at like comparing myself to them, that's no good. But you
Right.
know, just try not to do that.
Yeah, I know, but I
Or
mean, I
just
think
use it
it's
as inspiration, just
right. Exactly. As
because that is
inspiration.
I will say that is absolutely one of the reasons that I have um, been able to do things like get onto the Grammy ballot, because I saw them do it and I was like, oh, this is a thing that people can do. Like I know them; they're just people
Humans.
that I know,
Yeah.
and it's not just for magical mythical creatures. I could do it,
Right.
maybe.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I did hear that just Taylor Swift is now so big she just materializes wherever she wants. She doesn't even have to take a plane or anything.
yeah,
She's got all the magic.
yeah. I think Taylor Swift is just magical.
Um, stuff. Yeah. Well, you know what? I had a magical moment with you and Taylor Swift. Wow, everybody's like, "Really? What's that about?" Not as really fun as it sounds, but you were on the Spotify something or other chart, and it had your name, and I know what number your name was. It was 98. You had just made it, I think. Was that another number? Or did it start at 98? But anyway, I think it was.
On a
And then there's
Spotify chart?
yeah,
Well,
that one chart that you're
it's
on with
a
Taylor Swift.
playlist, which
A
isn't
playlist. Yeah, the
anything to do with.
playlist.
It's not anything to do with
Charts.
numbers
Right,
of like.
right.
It doesn't matter where you are on it. It's just that you're on it. They
That
just
you're
put
on
it
it. Okay.
in
Well,
a whatever order
in a
they think
random
sounds
order or
good.
whatever. Right.
Yeah,
Well, and I had no idea even at the time, but it doesn't even matter, because this is still an internal Spotify playlist. It's not some dude's Spotify playlist. So it's got some officialness to me. And
yeah.
and I'm looking through this and I see your name and I'm like, okay, no idea who that is. No idea who that. Holy shit. Wait, no, 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 no. That's like a song about Taylor Swift or something and I'm like, wow, she's on the same list as Taylor Swift. I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. You're the real deal.
Well,
I mean,
thank you. I
yeah.
actually have a story about Taylor Swift, which a lot
Uh-huh.
of my fans have probably heard at this point, but it's just a fun one. I was this was for my an album that I was like this was a few years ago, and I was gonna be playing on this little TV show and like a talk show, and I was performing, and so I was in this building, and I get off the elevator, and I'm carrying my little guitar just by myself, and a group of people walks off the other elevator just across the way, and I sort of didn't really pay attention. It was just like a group of people, and then they walk in front of me, and this woman turns around and says, "Oh, hey, are you a musician?" And it was Taylor Swift. And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "It's so nice to meet you. What's your name?" And I was like, "Kris Angelis." And she's like, "Wow, that's so cool." Like, I don't really remember much of the conversation. I wish I was cooler, but pretty quickly her people were like, "She has to go," and like all like, and I was like, "Hi," she talked to me, you know. Like,
I didn't stop her, please.
Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, bye. It was nice to meet you." And she's like, "Yeah." And then we walked separate directions down this hall. And then as we're, a good 50 feet away from each other, I just hear my name. "Wait, Kris, wait." And it's Taylor Swift calling after me. And I go, "Yes, yes, Taylor Swift." And she's like, "I just wanted to say you have really pretty eyes." And I was like, I wanted to compliment her back, but I couldn't because there were too many things. I just want to be like, I love all of your music and your dress and your face and your everything. You're Taylor Swift. And and she was like, so I just was like really cool, and I was just like, "Thanks." And then I just went along.
And then
my merry
the next
way.
day you're like, "Oh, I could have said this. Ooh, I could have said that. Oh, yeah, right."
And then I absolutely had way cooler things that I could have said to her. Like I was right at the time when she was doing the music video for "I Knew You Were Trouble," and a friend of mine, like a good friend of mine, was in that music video. It was the guy in the music video. And I could have been like, "Hey, I'm friends with Reeve." Like a person.
Exactly. Maybe we can hang.
Generally, I will just say that generally, I am not a person who's like starstruck. Like I can hold my own. I can talk to people. I'm pretty fine. It's weird when they like jump at me.
Yeah, that's a little weird for them to come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
that definitely is.
I think that would be weird, like no matter who it was. But and then I got set up in the place, and then I went to the bathroom, and she happened to also be in the bathroom, and I just didn't know what to do, so we just washed our hands next to each other in silence, and I left. I was just like,
"Oh my God." Okay. Oh well, I tell you what, when Taylor's handing you the Grammy, you guys can reminisce. So I'm all for that 100%. 100%. And I've been lucky too. I was in the music business and in sound reinforcement and stuff like that. So I've met a lot of, famous people, and 99.9 of them have all just been brief and, incidental, anecdotal, but I do pretty well too. But I'll tell you who I fanboy on, and that's just people who I like really respect. And they don't necessarily have to be famous. There are plenty of incidents, I'm sure, if you went through my feed, of me fanboying on people when I'm supposed to be interviewing them. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you just have to bear with me for a few minutes so I can just be like, "Holy fuck, do you know who you're talking to?" And then like, "Oh yeah, you're right in front of me," So I just think it's lovely to meet people you really like that.
Yeah, and I just thought it was really cool that she was that nice, and like, because she did not need to talk to me. It wasn't in a situation where I was like a fan that had, at a meet and greet where she needed to be on or owed me anything. Like, she literally could have kept walking, and I might not have even noticed that it was her. And she just was genuinely wanted to say hi to another musician and just be nice. And I just thought that was so cool. And I wish that I had been cooler. I literally don't remember how that conversation went. But other than those moments.
Right.
But I just thought it was nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And now, so what do you think? What kind of musician, like category of musician, do you think Taylor Swift would place herself in?
Well, I mean, she's done a bunch of stuff,
right?
Like she's gone, she's been country, she's been pop,
right?
And now people are even calling her Americana.
Okay. All
It's a
right.
little on the sort of pop side of indie Americana alternative. It's she spans a large range, which is really really cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, and the reason I brought that up is because I think the um, I'd give anything. That's the one with in the back in your in the with the lights in the backyard, right?
Hmm.
Um, that to me, I think could easily just be a country song if they picked it up that way. I think that could just go as a country song. And I know you do Americana and folk. What what do you kind of
Well,
think of
the
yourself as?
reason that I call myself Americana and folk is because I've never really, I've never set out to be a country artist, and I don't think I'm pure country. Um, but country is definitely part of
Oh,
Americana
right,
and folk, so that makes sense. And also because I'm not trying to compete with that like country. When you say country, you nowadays it it brings up this whole thing. It's like the Nashville country scene, which I'm not in,
right,
and
right.
and
Not
can't
even
really
a
compete in. So
no. I would think that's like hip hop or anything else. That's a very controlled world. That the people that rise to the top are directed to the top. Long before they make it, probably
I don't know. I don't really even pretend to like.
understand how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't either. But the because I definitely have my assumptions. What okay, this would be fun though. What would be the most like off Chris brand song to write? Like what would be the most challenging other category you think if you're going to write a song like hip hop or,
Yeah.
compete with Vivaldi or whatever? Like what would be the challenge for you? I think that'd be fun.
Probably like hip hop or something. Actually, this is funny because um I did this songwriting camp where where it was all on Zoom, but we got partnered into groups of three with people that we didn't necessarily know, and then a sync supervisor, or not a sync supervisor, like a, I guess, yeah, sync supervisor, music supervisor from TV and film, gave us
Mhm.
a brief of something that they're actually looking for whatever they were working on, and um, and then we had to write that song in a day, and one of them happened to be, we need like a 90s sounding like pop, like a club song.
Okay.
And now granted, I mean, I guess that's not okay, it was it was out of my comfort zone for sure.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
close enough.
say I could say other things that I like literally have no idea about, but I'll
Yeah,
just
no, we
go
won't
with,
go there.
yeah.
Yeah, just
But
right.
I ended up, it was me being very like very like singing like with all like glottal frying and like panting, like being very like Pussycat Dolls, Britney Spears vibes, and I
Oh, wow.
rapped.
Is that recorded?
Yeah, I rapped
Yeah.
in
You
it.
rapped.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I don't know if people were just bullshitting me, but the
Uh-huh.
people in the rest of the like, because we had a show, like a day where we played all the songs for each other, and everyone
Oh,
was like,
okay.
no, that was great, you did great, that was amazing, and I was like, okay. Like I
Okay.
just did
Yeah.
not believe myself at all.
Right.
But maybe
Well,
I somehow managed to put myself in that character and I did it.
I would say the first person to buy, I don't know, 15,000 copies of your album probably could watch that.
Well, actually, I think there might be if you're a patron, you'll get to hear it at some point.
Woo. Awesome. That's neat. That's neat. Well, that sounds fun though. I really do want to hear you sing in all of those different ways like that. And what did you call it? Because I know about vocal fry, but what did you say? Vocal what?
Oh, like the what? Sorry.
Didn't you just say you said something around a style of singing?
Oh, like the glottal fry and like
Yes, the glottal
the
fry. What is the glottal fry?
like singing like this, like Britney Spears,
Oh, gotcha,
like
gotcha.
oh baby, baby, like doing that. Like that's how I was singing, and it was very weird.
Yeah, it's definitely off brand for you. Um, maybe the purple hair though,
Yeah.
and a different wardrobe. That we might be believable, but that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. What is the next song you are going to sing for us?
Well, first I want to give you a little update on the numbers here.
Please do.
Apparently, we just got to 1702 total.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yay. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Look at
Thank
that
you for pre-ordering.
smile. Yeah.
And now
That's
we only
awesome.
need 298. We have
Well, gosh darn.
28 and a half hours to get 298 more.
I'm betting Eminem Anthony MX there, Mark Anthony MX2. Mark, I bet you could do half of those. I just have a feeling about you. So get that done while she's singing this song, my friend. And what are we going to hear?
I was going to do My Quiet.
Oh my gosh, oh yes, this is, I think now, I still can't do favorites because I love them all, but I think this is now Darian's favorite tune of yours, I think. So, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dedicate this one to Darian, but that's just from me.
Okay. Ugh. I don't know why my guitar won't stay in tune. Just a second. I apologize.
No worries. So you folks, you want to go to www.krisangelis, KrisAngelis.com, KrisAngelis.com, and pick up the album and jump in the store and pick up a couple of other things too. But make sure you buy those albums first.
All right, so this song is from The Skies We Look To. It's called My Quiet. You're my quiet in a crowded room. A storm that's rolling off my shoes. I'll walk away. No, minor chord in a hopeful tune. Dust that settles a sweet perfume. I'm just trying to get back to you. You're my flower on the interstate, an easy shot that ricocheted. I'll walk away, but I'll walk slow. If I'm honest, I know where to go. I'm just trying to get back to you. You're the eye of hurricane, blindfold shot with perfect aim, golden hour before the dark, an open heart that left a scar. We tried to celebrate the skies that we looked to, didn't have what it takes. We made wishes anyway, so our hearts that were breaking could beat another day. You're my quiet in a crowded room, minor chord in a hopeful tune. I'm just trying to get back to you.
Hang on. I'm hoping nobody else can hear what I'm hearing right now because somewhere my computer just started playing some like good music, but like I have no idea where it's coming from. So
Oh,
you'll have
I
to.
can't hear it.
I'll let you take. I'll let you take over for a minute, Kris, because if I don't shut this off, I'm going to go crazy.
Okay. Well, we can't hear it, but
Okay, that's good. I have no idea what I
hi.
have open.
Oh
Sorry.
well, here I'll take the moment to look and see if there's an update on the numbers. Shall
There
we?
we go. We can update the numbers. It's just weird. I have no idea what. Close all my tabs.
Um, let's see. Do we get any more on here? Nope.
Okay.
All right, so we're still at 1702.
1702. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Did you figure it out?
No, it's weird. Like there's one little kink in this new Mac that I have that I haven't figured out is like it'll open up a alternative desktop sometimes and there'll be
Weird.
a browser open like hidden and I can't find it. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, but I can talk us through the rest. But you know, the music's good, whatever it is, but it's all instrumental.
Weird.
Yeah. So that leaves how many left to go?
298.
298 is good. Oh, it's Apple Music. I just saw this. Why is it doing that?
So
Here
yeah,
we
if
go.
you are unaware, I have a new album coming out called "The Skies We Look To." It's coming out on Friday, so we have about 27 hours to get to the goal of 2,000 pre-orders. And I, yeah, 127 hours. I'm gonna cut my arm off. No,
The and I know that I would probably I would just trade a quick 100 purchases over the next couple of hours because then I would be maybe assured that my really new close friend Kris Angelis got some sleep. So because I know she's got a lot of things that she is anxious to do, and we've spent a lovely hour here together. And did you want to take us out with like one more song, or do
sure.
we feel like that was a good spot? I think so too. I think it would be really fun to take us out
Okay.
with one more song, and just
Um,
I know I can say it for the audience out there and everybody that listens and loves your music is we just really appreciate you and everything you do for us, your
I
fans.
appreciate you. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it without you.
All
All of
that,
you.
you know,
You
yeah, every
buying my
single one of
stuff.
them.
Yeah. Buying and supporting and being here. You got me through this year for sure. So if anyone doesn't know, it's $3.99 on iTunes. It's $5 on my website, and you can buy multiple copies, and you can get bundles like CDs. You can come to the Hotel Cafe show and watch the full band and my identical twin sister singing harmonies. It's going to be really fun. Please do come to that if you are available. It's on the. You don't have to come. You just be at your house and join the stream, because there are some industry people that are going to be invited, and I want it to look like, you know,
Ooh,
I want to look good for them to have lots of people
yeah.
coming to my streams. And so
I want to be next to like I want to be seated digitally next to like a bigwig.
okay, try to make that
I
happen for you.
don't know how we can do that, but all right. What are we going to hear?
Or like a big wig, like just like
Yeah, a
sitting
big
next to
wig.
you.
That would be me. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so do check out those bundles. You can get the tickets by pre-ordering the album, and you can get all kinds of fun stuff like T-shirts and CDs and vinyls and blah blah blah. So check it out. Thank you. This song. Which song do I want to do? Anyone in the audience have a specific song from the album you want me to sing? Take a request. Oh, Ghost? I mean, that's not from this album, but I guess I could do it. This is from my previous album called That Siren Hope. Whoa. What the heck?
Right. Hey, what brand is your guitar, by the way?
What?
What brand is your guitar? Because I never could figure it out last night during the bingo.
It's a Guild.
Okay.
Okay. This song is called Ghost. Saw the wheels start creaking in the back of my mind. Shaky confessions on flying. LA traffic never looked so good. Maybe I misunderstood. Took my hand, I couldn't look you in the eye. Just trying to see it through the smoke. I believed it could be real this time. Almost forgot you were a ghost, but I'm alive and breathing. My heart's still beating. I don't wanna be dreaming. Yeah, I'm alive and breathing. Last time I saw you, the moon looked the same. Your hands so cool on my skin. Then it was waxing, but now it wanes. Did that really happen? This road so dark, it's got me hoping for fears. Singing my way up the coast. I'm a thought, I'm a lot, filled with space in between. Feels like I'm just a ghost. I'm alive and breathing. My heart's still beating. I don't wanna be dreaming. Yeah, I'm alive and breathing. Oh, 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 oh. Unfinished business, unanswered letters, love unrequited, return to sender. What am I waiting here for? I'm alive and breathing. My heart's still beating. Don't wanna be dreaming. Yeah, I'm alive and breathing. Oh, 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 ooh, oh, I'm alive and breathing.
Woo. Hey, hey, hey! That was beautiful.
Thank you.
What a song to close us out with too. To be alive and breathing. You know what? Honestly, we talked about this a little bit in the digital green room back there. Being all fully vaccinated and getting to hang out with my daughter soon and everything. You know, I'm gonna just take a little pause for all of us that did make it through this chaos, and for those that didn't too, because being alive and breathing is a big deal. What a lovely song.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, everybody. Your mission tomorrow, should you choose to accept it, and you should, is to, at work, you know how like there was always the kid that's parents would bring all the brownies and sell them all because they were the boss. So if you're a boss, make all of your employees tomorrow buy an album on iTunes. It's
Yeah.
only $3.99, and
It's
they'll
okay.
love it. That's the thing. You force them to buy it, and they'll love the music. They'll love you for it. So
And just a reminder too, you can pre-save. So if you go to that link, you'll see there's little steps. You pre-save on Spotify, it's free. Then you can pre-order on iTunes or my website. And yeah.
Can you pre-save on Apple Music?
I know there's
as
a way
opposed
to do that. There's a way,
Yeah.
but I don't know how. Like
'Cause it's weird.
different companies have different abilities. Mine that I know of is only Spotify, but I know like I just pre-saved and pre-added on Apple Music someone else's, but it was through a different service. So
Oh yeah,
I
and musicians.
don't know.
Like I even know amongst musicians, because I've been talking to so many lately. Like somebody was like, "Wait, you can pre-sale your albums? And I'm like, oh yeah. But like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. But so it's just what I'm saying is there's so much different data out there for people to try to figure out. But I'm pretty sure you can pre-save on Apple Music. Just make sure you buy it first.
Yeah,
Um,
it's called pre-ad, and maybe you can just do that by looking for it. I just know that on Spotify you can't. There's no way to pre-save it unless you have the link because it's not there.
doesn't exist other than the link.
But
Yeah.
the link is on my website, so you can do that. Hopefully,
Fantastic.
I wish I
All
could do
right.
Apple Music, but I don't know how.
Well, what time is the show on Friday?
6 p.m. Pacific.
6 p.m. Pacific. So that is 8 p.m. in Chicago, 9 p.m. in New York. Am I going in the right direction? I think so. That will be really fun. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's my first Kris Angelis live event, and it's certainly not going to be my last. And I'm going to see this amazing person live someday. I hope for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a
Maybe.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Will, for being here at 2 a.m. on
Yeah,
Saturday
well,
morning. Good night, Trev. Good night, Breezy. Good night, Steven. Thank you so much for being here, Charles. Have a wonderful night or day.
yeah. All right. Kris Angelis, thank you very much. And publicly, between you and your sister and all of your friends, thank you very much for everything you've given me for the last few weeks. It's very much appreciated.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for everything you've given me.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. What is today? Wednesday. Next week, I believe. We're not at the 5th already, are we, next week? But we do have Olivia Ty coming up on the 5th of May, and we have another musical guest that I have just closed the deal on that you're going to be excited about too. So, and of course, we're going to see Kris next week because there's still a lot more albums to be had next week. So get some rest, boss.
Okay,
Since
I'll
I'm
try.
working for you as your underling, I advise you as best I can to get some sleep.
Okay.
And I promise I'll do the same thing. Maybe not, but okay.
Okay.
Kicking butt. And I will
Bye.
see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Peace be with you, and namaste.